I've never been one to talk about current events on this channel, but I want to talk about card shops that are currently being vandalized, looted, and everything, and just to kind of raise a little bit of awareness to this as what is going on with the state of the world right now based on current events. So, guys, I shouldn't have to say this, but stay safe out there. If you're planning on playing trading card games at this stage in highly populated areas being affected by everything where protests are happening, take caution, alright? So, let's dig on into this, shall we? Alright, so I'm no stranger to the Chicago area. We go up there for quite a lot of events. And I was reading through social media, and this is kind of started to make its way around. But one of the Top Cut comics got ransacked pretty hard. You guys are gonna kind of you'll see some of the photos here and things like this. But I just purely want to raise awareness to this and point out a couple things here. All right, so if you're planning on buying cards from card shops that are actually located in areas like this, what amazes me most is players are like, oh, well, have you shipped my stuff yet? And then you get a message back, it's like, hey, we don't have your cards anymore. We've just been looted. And then you have this precarious population of people going, well, I'm going to neg you now. Like, they can't control that they just lost half, if not all, their inventory to looters. And then you've got the people over here in the community that are just going, no sympathy, 1-star feedback. So, moral of the story here, for those of you that are going to be traveling, playing now that Crush Card has kind of come up, now that certain states are raising restrictions on things, probably for a little while you're going to continue to see the onslaught of things that is going on based on how events have gone in the world so far. And you need to be real cautious out here. If you're one of these people that owns a card store, we'll talk about some of my personal experiences here. If you own a card store, be careful. All right, like looting is at an all-time high right now, which is, man, we've entered a time in the world where you've got looting going on. You're coming off of a global Crush Card. And at this stage, it's just like, I don't even know what's going on. So, personal events here, from my own experiences. I am in between two towns right now that we have some major protesting going on. And I have a friend that actually has lived closer to this. And there's been a lot of looting in a lot of neighborhoods right now. Both around him and in the neighboring cities right now. Conveniently, we live in a smaller town, so, if it does get to the stage here, which I'm hoping it doesn't, we don't have, I don't wish anything ill upon people, but, smaller area, I think will be fine. It's where you've got examples like Chicago here with Top Cut. All right, and then you also had another shop that was hit, which was the Graham Comics in Chicago as well. You have these card stores that, for no reason, there's also a mall in Chicago that has another card shop in it recently. I believe it was today as well, because I saw, it was the owner that was posting about it. They were evacuated because of what is going on. I don't know. That's 3 card shops in a case of 24 hours. These probably aren't the only ones that have had this happen to. I'm sure with everything that's going on around the world here, that this would probably be a norm at this stage, And just heads up, guys, all right? Moral of this video, 1, to bring awareness, all right? Our small community of trading card players, whether it be Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, these stores are what make these communities sustainable. These stores are what allows communities to thrive. And if you start taking away these stores, you will see these trading card game communities start to fall apart. So I always stress the niche of support your locals. If you cannot support your locals, you'd rather buy online, you're not going to have a place to play with those trading card game cards that you just spent this money on to do what you wanted to do, which was play them. And I see that all the time. I always hear about, my locals overcharge us. I mean, they have an overhead they have to pay. Like, I'm sorry to tell you that, some stores can't give you as good of deals. And then, a lot of people just go onto online and just be like, all right, I'd rather just buy it here. And then, 6-8 months down the road, it might be poor business management. It might be a lot of things. All right, there are a lot of contributing factors that go into card shops failing. But once your LGS is gone, you're in the case of like a lot of people that I know. They're like, I don't have the locals within an hour of me. Okay, so it's important that you stand with your community. These card shops, if they do GoFundMe's to help rebuild things like that, or just generally reach out to the community in a dire time of need, don't just slap them away. Just don't be like, no, Genuinely consider offering a hand if anything like this actually happens. I'm not saying that it's going to happen, but you, as an avid trading card game player, losing your locals is one of the dumbest things in the world. I know. I've I've been through it myself. I'm actually fortunate enough now that I have 4 in my area now that are all just multiple stages of the week that I could go play. Well, not right now, but once Crush Card's gone, we'll eventually return back to that stage where we'll have that. But community awareness, support your locals, all right? And especially when you see things like this and times like this, don't be the burr at the end of the bud that's like, nah. Number 2, if you are buying cards online, and this is my favorite part, and I couldn't stress this enough during Crush Card, now that we got looting happening, especially for the Chicago area, if you're planning on buying stuff out of Chicago right now, in terms of card shops and things like that, do not be a terrible customer. All right, be one of those people that understands the situations that is going on, especially with current world events, certain areas being affected more than others, and do be aware that you will probably see delays or sometimes cancellations in your orders based on world events. I cannot believe these are things I have to tell to a community based on how things are going in the world. All right, I personally, the whole situation is wild, and I do think that just plain out saying that supporting your LGS, making sure that once everything has been resolved and everything seems to, I thought May was going to be good. Like, honestly, man, like, I thought that, the Hornets were going to be it. Like, that was the most exciting thing. Nah, man, we had the whole back end of it, and now we're getting ready to roll on into June here. Like, I cannot, too much for the year of 2020. This was going to be a good year. But we are stronger as a trading card game community than we think we are. All right, don't sit here and act like you stand alone. Don't sit here and be like, nah, I hate my locals, and yet you still go every week. All right, buy a candy bar, buy soda, buy something. All right, when you attend, don't be a freeloading. Just don't be a freeloading moocher for these stores, because more so now than ever, especially coming off of Crush Card here, and now what limited inventory that they have had is now getting looted. Like, that's the double neg. Now, good news is that's a massive payout for insurance, as long as your insurance technically does cover break-ins. I'm curious about that. Will this be a massive insurance payday? I don't know. I am curious. But looting card shops continues. There's probably been more, but I have not seen it. All right, there hasn't been a lot of cases with this, but everybody out there, and I honestly do mean this, stay safe. Do not be a bad customer. Understand that there are inconveniences that are happening around the world, at least in the USA. See how it goes for the rest of the world. But you guys, stay safe. Don't be a bad customer. And, well, Top Cut and Graham, and to those of you that have been affected by this, I hope you guys get back on your feet soon. Guys, please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. And well, guys, I'm out. Peace. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCole40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCole40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out MColeGames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.